Royal Bombshell. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian's wedding will be the most lavished ever. I've followed your exact structure, emotional hook, dynamic pacing, chained curiosity loops, deep emotional storytelling, no fluff, no hashtags, and straight voiceover ready. The world thought it had seen royal weddings before. Glittering tiaras, grand cathedrals, and endless processions. But what if I told you, this one is different? What if I told you that the union of Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark is about to redefine what we thought possible for modern royalty? And what if I told you that behind the golden carriages and priceless jewels, there are whispers of power, family tensions, and a legacy that could shake Europe's monarchies to their very core? This is not just a wedding. This is history, unfolding before our very eyes. Princess Leonor, the future Queen of Spain, carries the weight of centuries on her shoulders. Her every step, every word, every gesture is scrutinized by a nation that sees in her the promise of a new monarchy, one that is modern, relatable, and yet unshakably tied to tradition. And then, there is Prince Christian, the heir to Denmark's throne. His life, like Leonor's, has been shaped by duty, expectation, and the invisible pressure of living as the embodiment of national identity. When their love story became public, the world gasped. When whispers of engagement began to circulate, the press roared. And now, with their wedding confirmed, the entire world is holding its breath, because this is not just about two young royals in love. This is about two thrones, two nations, and the future of monarchy itself. The lavishness of their wedding is already being compared to the great spectacles of history. The wedding of Prince Rainier and Grace Kelly. The marriage of Charles and Diana. William and Kate's timeless ceremony. Yet even these pale in comparison to what is being prepared for Leonor and Christian. Sources close to the royal households reveal that the ceremony is being planned as a union not just of two families, but of two kingdoms. The budget, unprecedented. The guest list, unthinkable. Every reigning monarch in Europe is expected to attend, alongside presidents, prime ministers, and dignitaries from across the globe. The streets of Madrid will transform into a living painting, lined with flags, flowers, and millions of cheering citizens. But with such grandeur comes controversy. Critics argue that such extravagance is tone-deaf in a world struggling with economic hardship and political uncertainty. They ask, should modern monarchies spend fortunes on weddings while their people tighten their belts? Supporters respond with passion. This is more than a wedding. This is a national event, a once-in-a-lifetime moment of unity, pride, and cultural memory. And Leonor knows this. She has been groomed her entire life to represent Spain at its highest and most delicate moments. Her education, her military training, her public appearances, every piece of her journey has led to this day. Yet behind her radiant smile lies the weight of immense responsibility. Will she rise as Spain's unifying queen? Or will the pressure of expectation crush the humanity beneath her crown? Christian, too, is under the microscope. Denmark views him as a modern heir, someone who must balance centuries of tradition with a future that demands progress. By marrying Leonor, he steps not only into her world but into the scrutiny of Spain's monarchy, a monarchy that has faced scandals, controversies, and questions of relevance. Together, they must prove that love and duty can coexist, that a marriage forged in tradition can also lead Europe into the future. But what makes this wedding truly breathtaking is not just the gowns, the jewels, or the grandeur. It is the symbolism. This is not just about two young people declaring their love. This is about Spain and Denmark, history and future, tradition and change. It is about showing the world that monarchy is not dead, it is alive, evolving, and capable of captivating hearts in the 21st century. And then, there are the family tensions. Behind the polished facade of royal unity, there are whispers of disagreements, about protocol, about traditions, about which customs will dominate the ceremony. Spain's deep Catholic traditions versus Denmark's Lutheran heritage. Which church will take center stage? Which rituals will be honored? And most importantly, which future will this couple embody? The wedding dress alone is expected to be a masterpiece that will make history. Designers from across the globe have been quietly competing for the honor. Rumors swirl of a gown embroidered with Spanish lace, adorned with Danish pearls, and carrying hidden symbols of both nations' royal crests. The tiara, passed down through generations, will gleam with jewels that once sat on the heads of queens who defined eras. And the guest list, oh, the guest list. Imagine a single room where King Felipe and Queen Letizia stand alongside Queen Margrethe of Denmark, Prince William and Princess Kate of the United Kingdom, King Philippe of Belgium, and royals from Norway, Sweden, and beyond. It will not just be a wedding, it will be a gathering of Europe's dynasties, a summit of tradition disguised as a celebration of love. But beyond the pomp and pageantry, lies the beating heart of this story, Leonor and Christian themselves. Two young people, who, despite being born into palaces and raised under the harsh spotlight of duty, found love. Their laughter, their stolen glances, their whispered words to one another, these are the threads that transform a political alliance into a human story. Will their marriage stand as a beacon of modern love and monarchy? Or will it become yet another cautionary tale of duty-crushing desire? The world is desperate to know, and this wedding will be the stage upon which that question begins to unfold. Every moment will be captured. Every tear, every smile, every embrace will be broadcast to millions across the globe. From Madrid's royal palace to the streets of Copenhagen, from European capitals to living rooms across America and beyond, eyes will be locked on Leonor and Christian. And yet, amidst the grandeur, amidst the debates, amidst the endless speculation, one truth remains unshakable: this wedding will be remembered for generations. It will mark not only the union of two hearts, but the union of legacies, traditions, and futures. So as the bells prepare to toll, as the carriages prepare to roll, and as the world prepares to watch, one question echoes louder than all others: will this be the wedding that saves monarchy, or the wedding that reminds us of its fragility? Time will tell. But one thing is certain: Princess Leonor and Prince Christian's wedding will not just be lavish. It will be legendary.